Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To some of y'all and peace out to the rest of you. Hit the share button because the message is more important than the messenger. You know, when Myron Gaines put on that Ku Klux Klan outfit and started trolling Abba and Preach, I honestly did not know. And I don't think that that sort of stunt is okay. But I didn't think at the time that he was not trolling the Ku Klux Klan as well. Problem is that he wasn't trolling the Ku Klux Klan according to some other people that have seen it. And when I think about it, I'm not really concerned about why he didn't troll the Ku Klux Klan as well. You know me, I don't tolerate anybody trolling black folk and letting white folk off the hook. You can do one, actually, you can troll black folk, but you can't exonerate massa. And when I heard about this, and shout out to the features, Assalamu alaikum, brother, for bringing this to our attention. I knew that my sense of humor was not the means by which to judge whether or not he was actually trying to be fair, just being a jerk. Because, well, my sense of humor doesn't mean much. I'm not a comedian. I'm a teacher by trade. I'm no Dave Chappelle. I may even misinterpret the jokes or the motives behind someone's jokes. But I want to clear something up. I knew at that time when I saw it, when the features mentioned it, I knew that some fist in the air pro-blacks from either the US or the UK or Canada were going to jump out with the fist in the air and start talking about how Myron Gaines, because he's from Sudan and his parents are Sudanese Muslims, which means that they're Arab Muslims, he's a racist. That it was going to come from his culture and his religion, his Arabness. That's black anointing. And before I was able to record this and upload this, I saw that someone whom I'm always ready to defend against white supremacists, even if he broke bread with them before, went right into that speculation. And I'm not going to say names. I'll just say this, sir. To whom I'm addressing this is to who used Brother Polite as a means to back up what you said. Brother Polite's credibility is shot. Brother Polite has fallen for and drunk the Kool-Aid. White folks is okay, but Arabs are the new devil. And granted, I don't mind lumping white Arabs in with Western white folk, or Arabs who call themselves white in with Western white folks. I don't mind lumping them in together because of certain anti-black ideas that they just take for granted. But the fact is that the Arab is largely non-violent in today's time and ignorant. I don't see them as the bigger threat only because they don't really show the mental fortitude to be that kind of threat. Have they been? Yeah. But if you want to talk about Mauritania, be my guest. I haven't been there. I don't know. And I don't meet many Mauritanians. They don't even have that kind of population where we can just meet them that easily. But ever since I've been in, hell, before I got to Saudi Arabia, I've been hanging out with and breaking bread with Sudanese. But especially once I got into Saudi Arabia, whatever city I've been in, they've been around in large numbers. I've been able to sit with them, break bread with them, and learn from them. And one of the first things I've learned is that they are not sitting up here trying to be found between the Arabs. They ain't trying to kiss up to no Arabs. They know that though they speak Arabic, that's the language they learn first in most households. They're black. The name of their country won't let them forget that they're black. Their geographical location in Africa won't let them forget that they're black. And most of them don't have a problem with black Americans when they live in the United States. So no, Myron Gaines didn't get his racism from his Islam, and he didn't get it from his parents' nationality either. I bet you his parents didn't teach him that stuff, and they'd probably be horrified by what he says. When he starts dissing black Americans and saying, we black immigrants laugh at you for not succeeding. It's true that black immigrants oftentimes do wonder why black Americans don't succeed, but they don't assume that there's no reason for it at all. They don't do that. talked about this with my wife. My wife said, we wonder about that. We figured there must be some reason, but we don't necessarily know what it is. Took me a while to realize that. As a matter of fact, when I went to meet her family, I saw some Somali boys being chased out of the mall by security before I even met a family. So in any case, the point I'm getting at here is that a lot of times black immigrants aren't walking around just assuming the worst about black folks that are from the U.S. But nonetheless, in the case of the Sudanese, they really don't do this. Myron is under the radar of his people for a reason. As part of the reason he probably lives in Miami. He ain't gonna find none of those people. They ain't gonna find him. Also, he doesn't care what reputation he has if it really comes down to it, because he's already said he ain't gonna marry nobody black, period. And he said that included Sudan. He told a bunch of women that. When they asked him why, he's like, I don't have to explain that. The thing is, he could have easily said, I've already explained it, when he was talking about the games that the Western women run. But he didn't. He said, I don't have to explain that, because he knew that in this case, the question was why not black women. That means he'll give Western white women a pass. Just not Western black women, or any black woman at all. He doesn't have to, per se, in order to choose them. But the point I'm making is that Myron has shown that his only issue is with black people. And he got this from the ones who say, it's not about color, it's about culture. That's who taught him this. And he found a kindred spirit in Walter. That's all. He's full of that white Republican bullshit. He did not get that from Sudan. He didn't get it from Sudanese Americans. He didn't get it from Sudanese Saudis. He may have gotten it from non-black Arabs. He may have gotten it from other non-black Muslims in the Masajid in the United States. He may have gotten it from any of them, but he did not get this from the Sudanese. I've been hanging out with them for years. My social circle for several years has been almost exclusively black. Not completely, but almost. And I can tell you, East African Muslims don't be on that BS. I know. 2018, one of our crew got like that. Went to the U.S. for the summer vacation, came back talking about walk away. As soon as we found out that he was walking to the Republicans, that was it. We were done with him. There's just nothing more to say to him. Everybody they'd say hello, salam alaikum, but everybody just quit conversing with him. What the F for? He quit hanging with us. We weren't going to hang around him. We didn't want to hear that shit. Just take accountability. Get rid of the victim mentality. Man, fuck you. With a capital F. An exclamation mark at the end. And if I don't want to curse, then damn you. We got a white Arab wearing the Hajj garment, recorded behind some pulpit preaching, talking about ain't gonna be no black folks in paradise, because when black people go to paradise, we're gonna turn white. Yeah, this dude said that. Wish I was making that up. He said it. He's on TikTok. Don't believe me? Look up a TikToker whose name is fun_966. He's the one that put the video up. A guy's preaching in Arabic saying this. And he's saying, look, the black folks that are here are getting happy. Any black folks here? He said, any darkies here? Any purples here? Pointing to someone in the back. You can't see him on camera. He's happy. Yeah, salam alaikum, brother. Like black is a handicap. So you're going to get rid of it when you go into paradise. But white is normal. Man, damn that dude too. And as far as I'm concerned, he's a disbelieving renegade kafir. Hypocrite. Why? There's stronger hadith saying that we'll all resemble Adam, alayhi salam, when we go. If I get there. But he wants to take something that must be fabricated and stand on that. Yeah, white Arabs can be a major problem. That's why I almost never take them into my social circle. Especially if they're Bedouin, oh my God, get out of my face. Sometimes I can learn to tell from their talk. They just take this stuff for granted, and they can never be in my social circle in my personal life, ever again. And one day I told my students, nobody that's ever said some of these dumb things like this has an IQ worth me learning from. Like never. The English is ucked fuck. The Arabic is ucked fuck. They never improve in anything. They repeat the same mistakes. They're just stubborn. They just don't learn anything. They dumb. So yeah, you want to sit up and talk about non-black folks, whether they're Muslim or not, be my guest, that's fine. But we're going to leave the Sudanese out this. Myron's on his own with this. Ain't got nothing to do with the Sudanese. The Sudanese from Sudan, Sudanese Americans, Sudanese from... They ain't got nothing to do with it. Even if Omar Bashir, if the rumors are true and Omar Bashir actually did call black folks monkeys, the regular run-of-the-mill Sudanese ain't like that, and they ain't like that man for a long time. They ain't been able to tolerate him, and he's not in power anymore. We're not going to sit up here and blame them for what somebody else did. We're done with that. Because they got a bad leader. We're going to sit up and blame them? No. That's about it. That's all I wanted to say. We're not going to blame the innocent. Thanks for listening. As always, black heart, black mind, black out, assalamu alaikum, and black heterosexual non-select male power just because they don't like it. And thank you for flying to get with me on Jet Black Airways, where jet black is also a verb. Keep jetting black with me till the wings and the wheels fall off. Gender justice forever.